It's the way Singapore wakes up. Wake up, Glenn, Angel, and the Flying Dutchman.
Wake up in the morning feeling like
Kiss 92's Big Show.
Good morning and welcome to The Big Show and The Big Show TV. Our guest for this morning and every Monday morning is a superstar. She is Rockstar Arms, Natalie Dau. Good morning, Nat.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning, Natalie. How was your weekend?
It was great, thank you.
How far did you run?
And relaxed.
Oh, relax. Okay.
Still managed to run about 20 Ks.
20 kilometers.
Casual, yeah. It's so casual for her. 20 kilometers. You know, it's like she eats it for breakfast. Like I did 6 kilometers on my bike the other day, and I'm like patting myself on the back entire weekend. I'm like, oh, now I can have cake, I can have champagne, I can have some wine, and now I'm back to square one.
You know, the cyclists are all laughing.
The last time I ran 5 kilometers, I couldn't walk for a week after that. You know, I was aching all over. Wow.
You know, we all need to go for a run with Nat. Like regularly.
I will just grab. I'll take a grab, and like y'all start running, and then I'll just meet you at the end point. How about that?
Yeah, okay. You know, speaking of running, we would just want to touch on Project 1000, and Kyle hasn't. This is the first time he's hearing about this. It's an epic adventure.
Okay.
If you want to find out more, you can go to project1000.run. Thailand to Singapore, 1,000 kilometers. Hold on, 2 marathons a day. 2, yeah, a day. Over 12 days.
Natalie Dau.
Non-stop. 12 days of marathoning with 2 marathons a day.
What?
Yes.
Imagine
From
that.
Hat Yai all the way down through Malaysia, the coast, and she ends in
I've
Singapore.
not done a single marathon.
Yeah.
Because 42.195 kilometers, and to me, that is like, whoa.
Times 2.
That's
Wow.
mind-blowing.
A day.
Wow.
She's going to be doing 2.
Natalie, respect. Wow.
And tell us why you're doing this, Natalie.
To raise money for girls in underprivileged situations and empower them through sport.
I got goosebumps.
It is.
Yeah.
She's a superwoman.
She is.
Fantastic.
She
She's
is.
superhuman.
Yeah.
know,
Respect.
I have to finish it first.
No, okay. So Glenn, I think you wanted to ask something because she does running all the time. I mean, she just ran 20 kilometers
Yes.
over the weekend. Since
Yes.
we've seen her last week, she's done like 50 kilometers.
Right.
But you wanted to ask something in relation to Project
my
1000.
question is, okay, so Project 1000 starts when, once again?
May 25th.
May 25th. So you're running. Nat is an ultra marathoner.
Yeah.
Okay, not just a marathoner.
Yeah.
An ultra marathoner. So, this is part of your training, running 20 kilometers or 50 kilometers or whatever. As you approach D-Day, right? Are you going to be taking maybe a week off running or something like that? Or is this just going to be a continuous thing right up till you start Project 1000?
Yeah, so last week after my race, I had a down week. And since I start to build slowly this weekend, I'm actually doing the Paris Marathon in 3 weeks. And then I'll sort of build on that. And just before I take it, I'll cut my mileage. Still keep moving, but start cutting my mileage then.
Did you
Okay.
say the Paris Marathon?
She did, casually as well. And she just dropped it there. Okay, we're getting a bit of an echo from you. We're going to go to the Big Show TV and then chat a little bit more and work out as well. So join us there.
All right, here's Anise with Sun and Moon on Kiss 92.
Connection isn't great today. You were going in and out for a bit.
Do you want me to dive back in?
Yeah, okay.
That'll be good.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, can you imagine
right.
that? It's like one marathon after
How do you
another.
do a marathon for breakfast? Like, I'm going to go for a breakfast marathon.
Do 2
and then have
marathons
lunch
a
marathon.
day.
Wow.
Over 12 days, that's 24 marathons. That's crazy. I mean, just saying out loud, it's like ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
she's a real beast.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Here she is.
Okay.
no,
still not good.
No? It's better on our end.
Yeah, she sounds.
Is it?
You sound clearer, but
You sound clearer. Yeah, less
Yeah,
echoey.
I think it's better. Okay, let's work out.
Let's work out, yeah.
Okay, guys, today we are doing a kettlebell workout. So you can use a dumbbell if you need to as well. We're doing a swing, an overhead press, right hand and left hand, a squat and a deadlift. All right, so get ready to go. As I said, use a dumbbell if you don't have a kettlebell. But we're going to do our swings first. All right, so we're just going chest height. It's not a squat come down. It's a hip thrust. So keeping those knees nice and soft. Reaching all the way through. And just coming up. So your arms should be working. It should be your hips pushing the kettlebell. That's a really good exercise to warm up with. 16 guys. And relax. Okay, shake it out. Next we're going to do an overhead one-armed press. So getting ready to go. If you've got the kettlebell, we're holding it in the corner of the horn. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So as you can see, it's resting on my forearm just here. So it should be comfortable. A nice full extension at the top. That's it. 50 seconds to go. We're trying not to use our knees. So if you can lock them out, that's great. Otherwise, if you need a little, you can. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Shake that out. We're going to do the other arm next. Even it out. All right. Making sure you're holding that kettlebell in the right position. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. And up. Go. Good job trying to stay straight on as well. Now if this is too much for you, then just hold that kettlebell above your head, lock out your arm, and engage your back muscles. That's also a good exercise. Good job. 5 seconds left, guys. All right, done. Next, let's work on those legs. We're going to be doing a squat. So we're going to grab the kettlebell upside down. And we're getting ready to go. So feet just a little bit further than hip width. 3, 2, 1. And down and up. Pushing those knees out and forward. Keeping that kettlebell close to our chest. Or the dumbbell, whatever you're using. That's it. Good job. Nice steady rhythm. Feeling those. Now you don't have to use the kettlebell. If this is a bit hard, just do air squats. And done. All right. We're on to our last exercise. We're going to do those deadlifts. So just setting up in the right way here. So legs are further than hip width. We're hinging at our hips. And we're coming up and down. So it's not a squat, remember. We're really feeling it on the back of our legs, so those hamstrings. Hands are nice and loose. And as we come up, we've got full extension. That's it. Bringing that kettlebell straight down in between the legs. A few more reps here. Good job. 3, 2, 1. Good job.
Yes.
I'm breathless. Don't ask about the guys. They weren't doing anything.
No, I wasn't working out. It was definitely Angel.
Angel, yes.
Okay, stand by. We're going to go for a traffic update. Stand by.
Kiss 92 traffic.
All right, if you're in the city on Republic Boulevard, near the junction of Republic Boulevard and Republic Avenue, look out for an accident situation. Also on the CTE towards the AYE after the PIE Changi exit, avoid lane 4, please. An accident has been reported. Also on the TPE towards the PIE before the PIE exit with congestion all the way to Loyang Avenue's exit, another accident has been spotted. You can WhatsApp us if you have any updates on those situations. It's 88550920.
Welcome back to The Big Show and The Big Show TV. Our guest for this morning is Natalie Dau. Now, Nat, today we're going to be talking about, some people, they find it very, very difficult to lose weight because they say they have a slow metabolism rate. Is there such a thing?
Well, I would encourage anyone to go and get their metabolism checked. So there is a test that's easy to do called an RMR, which measures your calorie burn at rest. So that way you know how many calories you need to survive the day without exercise.
Ooh. 2. You're just having water today. That's it.
So, Nat, I've got a question. I've been boxing for close to 5 years, and I go boxing maybe 5 times a week.
It's such a great form of exercise.
It is, but here's the funny thing. I have never really lost weight. I feel like I've gained muscle. My stamina has improved, but my weight has always kind of plateaued in that same, that same range. And I would assume that I don't lead a very unhealthy diet in terms of what I eat. So do you think it's my metabolism? Because I'm like 35, so, is this it? Am I doomed to be in my 90 kilos?
Yes, finish.
Old Alama.
Well, you know what? If you do the same thing every day, you'll get the same result.
Right.
So maybe mixing it up, maybe doing a different type of cardio, and maybe just playing around with what time you eat and how much you eat.
Yeah.
So maybe you're eating late and that's impacting your weight.
Yeah.
But it's still a calorie deficit thing that you
Correct.
need to do in order to lose weight. I just want to make this announcement right now. I hit my target, right?
Yes,
Remember?
yes, you went back.
What was my target?
Don't know, 75?
75.
75, okay.
75.
See, I listened.
Guess what I am now?
74.
73.5.
Wow.
I don't know. That's
What did
not
you
exactly
do?
what I wanted.
Wait, but that's not the COVID, right?
No, it's not. It's not the COVID.
It's you
so
working
it's
out.
because I've been working out like 3 times a week, right, with a trainer, and I realize I don't eat as late as I used to.
Yeah,
Now
that
I have
affects
my
it.
dinner at like 6,
See?
and that's it. I don't eat anything else before going to bed.
Yeah.
They say you
And-
need at least 2 to 3 hours before sleeping to let that food digest.
I could never do it before because I was such a supper person. I would feel hungry and eat something before going to bed. If not, I wouldn't be able to sleep.
Yeah.
But now that I've started to eat much earlier for dinner and have that as the last meal,
Yeah.
right? I'm losing
And
more
your
weight.
your body gets used to that after a while as well.
I have never been 73.5.
Amazing. So now you have a little like 1.5 kilos to play with. So even if you hit 75, you're like, it's fine.
And I feel like I don't feel like I want to eat so much anymore.
Oh, okay, good. Your body's getting used
You
to
know?
that. Yeah, which is great.
So, yeah.
Well done. Well done.
I don't know.
No?
All of a sudden, I feel like
You're
I
feeling
should be
uncomfortable?
75. I shouldn't be lighter than 75 for someone my height.
Thank your hard work.
Okay.
That's all you have to do. Be
All right.
grateful.
See, people are never satisfied.
Yeah,
Annette.
exactly.
Yeah, and you've done it in a balanced way.
Yeah.
You still get to drink.
You still get to drink.
Yes.
Full stop.
Very important.
Very
yes.
important, yeah.
Yes, that makes me happy. Okay, let's continue to work out with Natalie Dau on The Big Show TV. It's 8:13.
Kiss 92 time check brought
She's like, you still get to drink, Glenn.
That is true. Right?
Yeah. You haven't cut back on that.
Lucky you.
But like I always say, it's the food and the drink, you see. So
Of course,
Yeah.
Nat, so seriously, so you think it's because I'm doing the same thing all the time?
Yeah, I do. And I think really if you look at your eating, maybe you're snacking and maybe you think you're eating healthy, but there's little things that are in your diary that aren't so healthy.
Do you reckon it's rice? You know, as Asian people, like we just
I love rice.
rice. Like I've got to have rice.
Yeah, definitely. And like
Yeah.
have half the amount of rice, and that'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also write down everything you eat in a day.
Oh, that would scare me.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
but you're fine.
but-
I don't feel like you need to
Thank you, Glenn.
lose, bro.
Yeah.
She needs to work out.
Okay, yeah, she's working out. Okay, sorry, Nat. Go
Okay.
ahead.
That's all right. That's fine. Okay, guys, we're getting ready. Let's do it. The kettlebell swings. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. There we go. Remembering using those hips and just going up to sort of chin height or chest height. As I said, a great warm up to do before you're lifting weights or doing anything that's activating a lot of muscles. Good job. Stay with me here a couple more seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, relax. Now we've got those overhead exercises. All right. Get that kettlebell, get it into position so it's nice and comfy. 3, 2, 1. Up we go. As I said, dumbbell is fine as well. That's it. Making sure we're staying front on and really think about the muscles we're engaging. So that the core should be working. Obviously, we're isolating the shoulder. We're squeezing the back and staying nice and strong through our legs. 5 seconds. All right, done. Good job. Shake it out. Got to do the other arm. All right, take your time, get it into position. If you're holding it right, this should not be hurting you, just resting on your shoulder. Let's go. Kettlebells are a great thing to have in the house. You can do so much with them. That's it. Nice full extension at the top. Few more reps. Stay with me. 10 seconds. And no doubt you're finding one arm is stronger than the other. Okay, rest up. Shake it out, getting ready to work those legs. All right, holding the dumbbell by the horns or the kettlebell by the horns. 3, 2, 1. Remember, toes pointing slightly out, knees going forward, going down and full extension. Try and keep your back upright. Feet flat on the floor, pushing through those feet. If your heels are coming off the floor, then it means you're leaning forward. That's it, good rhythm. 5 more seconds. All right, good job, pop that down. Last one, we've got those deadlifts. So setting up properly. Kettlebell in the middle of your feet. And off we go. So as we said the first time, it's not a squat. Knees are nice and soft. And we're hinging at the hips. So you really shouldn't feel this in your quads. You should be feeling it down the back of your legs. And that kettlebell nice and close in. Arms shouldn't be doing any of the work. Almost there, guys. A few more seconds. Good job.
All right. Good second set. How are you feeling, Angel?
Very good. Bit breathless today.
I have I'm kind of sweating just watching you.
Yes, men have that effect.
I've got the arm rings,
Angel, not shy.
Yes, I learned from you.
Like it.
Okay, so I asked Nat the question just now already. Do you have another question for Nat?
Oh, yes. No, I wanted to ask. So, during COVID, even now, a lot of people are using telehealth. Doctor Anywhere. I don't know what else there is. I only know
Doctor.
That's it, and all that. Remote consultations. But what about if you take your health into your own hands? Are there any sort of trends or DIY or whatever it is you can do to self-medicate, self-diagnose and stuff like that at home?
There's so many tests on the market now. So I think it's almost the new trend. So at-home menopause tests. Obviously, you've got your glucose, blood sugar tests. There's fingerprint tests that you can do for food sensitivities. So you can do the metabolic tests at home. And then there's a lot of other, VO2 max. But I would suggest going to a medical professional.
Yeah, but how much of it should we pay attention to? Let's ask you that again on air. We got a traffic update.
Kiss 92 traffic.
Do watch out if you're on the KJE heading towards the PIE, because right before the PIE Changi exit is an accident and it's causing backup all the way to Sungai Tengah exit. Avoid lane 2 if you're on that stretch. Also on the TPE, car having a little bit of trouble heading towards the PIE right after the KPE exit. Wherever you are today, stay safe.
Welcome back to The Big Show and The Big Show TV. Coming up very soon, Electric Mornings with BYD. And our guest will be Chan Cher Leong, the Aftersales Director and Distributor and Training as well. Chan Cher Leong. He's coming up. But right now, we still have Natalie Dau with us. It is Rockstar Fit Morning.
Good morning, Natalie. Since the pandemic, a lot of people have been using virtual doctors. Well, not virtual doctors, telehealth doctors. So doctors that they're not virtual, but you do it virtually. You've got your Mana doctor, you've got your Anywhere doctor. But what about taking things into your own hands and like managing certain diagnoses at home? What's the trend on that?
Yeah, there's a lot of subscription testing services now. So things are like menopause testing at home, blood sugar testing. Obviously, there's the blood pressure testing at home. There's fingerprint tests that you can do for food sensitivities now. And there's also a metabolism test you can do.
But how much of it should we actually believe? The readings are the readings. Do we take that as gospel?
No, I would say.
Okay.
I think it's always best to check with a medical professional. And of course, it depends on how these results are read and the machinery and things that are diagnosing you with these.
Okay.
All right. Let's continue to talk to Nat on the Big Show TV. No, is that it for Nat? Oh, okay. All right. Okay, Nat. Thank you so much for joining us today. Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Have a great week ahead.
All right.
See you next
Take
week.
care of yourself. All right, coming up next, as I mentioned earlier on, Chan Cher Leong, the Aftersales Director. He's in charge of distribution as well as training. We'll find out a little bit more about the battery. The very special battery that BYD EVs have. All right, here's Daughtry. What about now on Kiss 92?
They've got the blade battery, I know.
Correct.
The blade
The blade
battery. So it cannot be pierced. Let's see. I think they're here. Right, they're going to come on in.
Let me go get them.
There's Cheyenne's out there.
Okay, guys.
Come on in.
Mr. Chan?
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, Mr. Chan. Good morning.
Hi, Mr. Chan. Hi, nice to meet you.
Kyle.
Hello.
This
Hi.
is your seat. Okay, come sit down.
Sound backing.
No problem. Have a seat. This is your mic.
Hi. Good morning.
Okay.
Hi, Angel.
Hello, good morning, Kevin. These are your headphones. Put them on so you can hear everything. So you can hear yourself.
Yeah.
That's your camera. Don't worry about that. And we'll just chat with you, okay? We'll just have a conversation. Okay.
All right. As I just mentioned, we have with us Chan Cher Leong. Hello, Kevin.
Hello.
Hi, everybody.
Hello,
Good morning,
Mr. Chan.
Mr.
Welcome to the
Chan.
show.
Yeah, good morning, everyone.
Good
Of course,
morning.
today we'll be talking about BYD technology and how it's revolutionizing the industry. Why do you think? I mean, we're going to be talking about the battery, of course. You know, what makes BYD stand out as far as the batteries are concerned?
Oh, basically, our batteries are ultra safe. Okay, and our batteries, is from the material which is used to make the battery. We use a lithium iron phosphate, which is very much more safer than the NCM battery and the nickel cobalt manganese battery. And at the same time, the way it is designed in a proprietary form, in a thin fin. As a result of this, the so-called there's a lot heat transfers possible, and the temperature even when it's pierced through the Mount Everest test, we call it the pierce test.
The Mount Everest
test,
test.
yeah, they call it Mount Everest test. You pierce through the surface temperature only reach 30 to 60 degrees only, as compared to the NCM batteries. When it's pierced through, it can reach to 200 to 400 degrees C.
Wow.
Okay.
And
y'all,
in the frame. Yeah.
y'all did these tests with it was quite rigorous testing that was done with the batteries, right? Before y'all put it out there.
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
My understanding of it's a nail penetration test. Could you tell us a little bit about what exactly this Mount Everest? You say
Yeah.
Mount Everest, you get my attention.
Because he was just telling us that he went to Mount Everest like 2 years ago.
Well, what exactly is this Mount Everest test?
Okay, they call it Mount Everest test because they say that this is the most so-called stringent test. That's why they use the term Mount Everest test.
But it's not like they did the test on Mount Everest.
Definitely not. No, the air pressure down there was very low, and
Okay. So what actually goes through? Let's
Yeah, actually,
let's
we'll go
ask-
on air
yeah,
and,
we'll
and
go on
ask
air.
you that again.
The same question. We'll go on air and then we can ask you again. Okay.
Okay, stand by.
Get ready for Electric Mornings on The Big Show, brought to you by BYD, Singapore's #1 selling EV brand, driving the electrification wave in Singapore.
Good morning, Singapore. Our second guest for today is from BYD. He is Chan Cher Leong, the Aftersales Director. Welcome to the show, Mr. Chan.
Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Chan. So today we're going to talk about what makes BYD so special. And I think one of the first things that comes to mind is the battery. You were telling us a little bit earlier on, but can you tell us why BYD batteries are so different?
Yes, BYD battery is renowned for its exceptional safety and performance standards in the EV industry. Some of these key features include safety and performance, such as the safety standard. It addressed the concern for the battery safety, offering high level of protection. Our batteries are ultra safe, and we set a standard in this safety, battery safety. In a nil penetration test, the brake battery demonstrates remarkable resilience and safety features with a surface temperature of only about 60 degrees compared with NCM battery, where the temperature can reach 200 to 400 degrees. Okay, this is possible through the use of a safe material, lithium iron phosphate, and blade design, the way it is designed. Performance-wise, the brake battery not only excel in safety, but they also develop impressive performance by reducing the battery space. So compared to conventional battery, because the way it's designed, you can have about 50% volumetric cell to pack ratio reduction. And there's this also there's a reduce in this component, about 40% reduction in component, and as a result, compared to conventional battery, it can be around 30% cost cheaper.
And that's what they call the CTB technology, right? That
yes.
BYD uses.
Yes. There's this thing called a cell to body technology as compared to cell to pack or cell to chassis.
Okay. I mean, those are selling points already. I mean, if your battery is safer than other EVs, it takes up less space. It's part of the car, so you get more internal space for the family and all that. I mean, the two selling points that will already get me wanting to buy a BYD.
I've got a question, Mr. Chan. You know, when you said that the batteries go through this nail penetration test, and the BYD batteries only hit a maximum of 60 degrees, whereas other batteries go up to
200, I think. Is it
200 to 400.
Yeah.
Does that mean that it is less susceptible to catching fire, which means it's a lot safer?
Definitely, because you see, the important things for all car batteries is the temperature.
Right.
Okay, when the temperature rises, the chance of getting this thing called thermal runaway is very, very high. Once you get thermal runaway, you can't stop it from happening already, and then it will burst into flame. Yeah, right. And beside this brake battery, because beside the material and and the way it's designed, okay, our batteries are also cooled by the aircon system, the refrigerant,
Yes,
system.
that's a coolant. That's a coolant in it.
So the temperature is always maintained very low. Yeah,
nice.
And within operating range. Yeah.
Right. And I think this is the reason why BYD is the #1 EV brand in the world right now, because people trust it as being a safe electric vehicle as well. And that's the reason why we've been emphasizing on the blade battery.
Yeah.
And how much safer it is.
Yeah.
Are you saying, Mr. Chan, that all the other EV brands are not using the same technology when it comes to the battery?
Batteries.
Okay, basically, there are different kind of materials. First, there are different kind of material you can use on a battery, right? You have lithium iron phosphate, I just highlighted, which is the most safest kind of battery material. Then you have things called nickel, cobalt, manganese, metal hydrides, and so on and so forth. But the most so-called stable material is currently is this lithium iron phosphate. So from the material wise, it is already very safe. Even very stable at room temperature. Whereas for example, the batteries used in other models, they use this thing called NCM, which I just highlighted, nickel, cobalt, manganese. This kind of batteries actually very volatile. They contain a lot of energy. As a result of this, they are more easily flammable. When there's any so-called collision or things like that.
Okay.
Short circuit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Let's continue to talk to Mr. Chan on The Big Show TV, shall we? It is 8:33.
The Big Show. Kiss.
What about for things like overcharging? Because a lot of people have issues with that. If I leave my car charging overnight, if I live in a landed property, or even if I'm in an HDB and I just leave the plug in, what happens with that when it's a BYD? Is there a problem? Is there anything we need to be concerned about with overcharging the battery?
For overcharging, first, for all kind of battery, I mean, you try not to have overcharge. The reason is because when you overcharge the battery, the material will degrade faster. As a result, you need to change the battery more often, meaning that it will, But for our battery and for most battery, they will have this battery management system, whereby when it reached 100%, the charging will be cut automatically.
Right.
Yeah, but even in that case, I mean, it's advisable for everyone try not to charge even to 100%.
Okay, what would
Why
you
is that
recommend?
so, though?
Yeah.
Because the battery, the material in the battery is there's a chemical reaction, and this chemical reaction, when you charge to 100%, there are a lot of energy inside, so the chemical reaction result in that there will be easier to degrade over time. So for battery, you like to charge it. Normally is using the range of 30 to 80%. 80% charge.
Okay.
80% charge.
That's
Wow.
what they say with mobile phones as well. You don't charge it all the way to but I still
it
do.
compromises your talk time. It compromises,
Your
the
scrolling time.
range.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Correct. But there's no issue even you charge to 100% because the battery management system automatically
Cut it off.
Shut it off. Yeah.
Okay.
Is there an issue with using a fast charger and then spoiling the battery?
Nice
that's a
one.
very good
DC
point.
versus AC.
That's a good point. Fast charging, the advantage, of course, is that you can do it very fast. You don't have to wait too long. But then the fast charging, the chances of material degradation is higher.
Oh, right.
So again, it's a chemical reaction, inside the battery itself. Yeah. So if you prefer to have a battery which can last longer, of course, you try to use slow charging. But anyway, whether it's fast or slow charging, for our vehicles, most the warranty is such that it's 8 years of warranty,
years,
even you use a DC charging.
But
Even- fast charging.
so basically what you're saying is if you're not in a hurry, just use an AC
AC,
charge
yes.
and don't charge it to full
Yeah.
and don't wait till you're like 2% before you.
Yeah. I mean, this is
Plug
if you're
in.
charging outside. For
Outdoor,
example,
yeah.
you're at a shopping center or whatever. You can't, look, if you're going to be at the shopping center for about 3 hours, 4 hours,
You can use
why
an
would
AC.
you use the DC?
DC, yeah.
Where your charging is going to be done in half an hour.
Yeah.
Then you'll have to go upstairs and remove your car.
vehicle, yeah.
Unnecessary.
So much better if you just use the AC.
Good point. Good point.
Okay.
Okay. What about the E-Platform 3.0? Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, the E-Platform 3.0 actually, basically it actually saves a lot of space. It's a super space utilization.
Okay, how does it do that?
Yeah, and actually it what it does is that you have this thing called 8-in-1 powertrain. Like previously, a lot of this electrical components they are actually individually located in a space inside the vehicle. As a result of this, you take a lot of space.
Yeah.
So for BYD, we have this technology called 8-in-1, and this 8-in-1, they put all this component together in one, miniaturize it and integrate into one system. We call it 8-in-1.
You gotta love
So
it. It's like
everything-
organization. The better it's got better organization in terms of where it places things. So you save a lot of space compared to other EVs.
Like such a, the 8-in-1s, you have things like the OBC onboard charger, you have a DC-DC converter, the electrical motor itself, the motor controller, the reducer, which is actually some kind of reduction gear. Then you have this, the power distribution box and the vehicle control box. All these 8 items, they are actually
Together.
integrated together instead of located differently, by itself in the vehicle. So as a result, yes, there's this space utilization. It saves a lot of space. Right.
Okay.
Beside this also, we have this thing called the CTB.
CTB, yeah.
Cell to body, and then it indicate into the chassis, the body of the vehicle, also saving space. And on top of that, there's this operating system. This operating system is a centralized system which integrate the hardware and software, allow high level of intelligent driving. So all these three items together form up the E-platform.
Right.
Hold on,
Okay.
Mr. Chan.
Hold
We'll
on.
go back on air again. All right, stand by.
Kiss 92 traffic.
Quite a bit going on out there on Bartley Road towards Tampines after Woodley's underpass. Avoid the right lane because an accident has been reported. Also on the PIE heading east to the airport before Engneo Avenue, a vehicle has broken down. Same situation on the PIE, but this time in the direction of Tuas after the KPE exit. Avoid lane 4 if you're on that stretch. A vehicle is having some trouble there. Wherever you are, stay safe.
Welcome back to The Big Show and The Big Show TV, and welcome to Electric Mornings with BYD. We have with us a BYD expert, Chan Cher Leong, who is the Aftersales Director, and he's also a trainer as well, which is why he's here training us
Teaching
this
us,
morning.
yeah.
Yes, why BYD technology and how it's revolutionizing the industry. I think very soon all the other brands are going to be following in BYD's footsteps.
Yeah,
right,
yes,
Mr.
they-
Chan?
Yeah. I'm actually managing the training department.
I'm sure you can train everybody.
You train the trainer. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, you were
Okay.
talking a little bit about the E-Platform 3.0, how BYD has sort of revolutionized organizing skills in a car. They've taken different, what other EVs usually put all over the car, different components. They've taken it and put it all together. Can you tell us what this E-Platform 3.0 is?
Yeah, this E-platform 3.0 comprises basically a space utilization. So the integrated battery packs and this our BYD operating system is 3 items. For the super space utilization wise, we have this thing called the 8-in-1 powertrain, and this 8-in-1 powertrain actually integrate all these key components together instead of locating it separately, and also miniaturize it. The components such as onboard charger, DC-DC converter, the electrical motor, the motor controller, the reducer, the power distribution box, and the vehicle control box, and the BMS. All these are integrated together, right? So as a result, you have better space utilization. And then on top of that, you have this integrated battery pack, the cell to body, whereby the blade battery is integrated into the body of the vehicle. And with the operating system, which is a centralized system which integrate the hardware and software, then allows for high-level intelligent driving and improve computing. Right.
Sounds like a spaceship.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? Spaceship on
Very
the road.
Hey, it is the future.
Yeah.
Very, very
I've got
high-tech.
a very simple question. Actually, this simple question is on our Facebook Live. This comes from Terming. Terming asks, how long do these batteries actually last? So, like usually when we talk about cars, we're,
Yes.
oh, bro, my car, my mileage is about 800, 900. With regards to BYD batteries, how long do they last on one charge?
How long, as in for one charge?
Yeah.
For that's depend on the battery capacity, right? So,
okay.
for example, if if it's around 80 kilowatt hours, and depend on the vehicle efficiency, you can go to 400 to 500 kilometers. So that's one charge will give you.
So 400 to 500 kilometers on that one charge, where
Yes.
your battery is more or less full.
Yes, correct.
Right.
Yes, correct.
But you also mentioned something about not charging it full.
Yes.
Yeah.
As well.
Yes, correct. Normally you like to keep the battery between 30 to 80%, so as to maintain the battery life. But of course, as I highlighted earlier, even you charge to 100%, the BMS will stop.
cut it off.
Yeah, will cut it off. So there's no issue. And again, even if you charge 100% all the time, we warranty you 8
8
years.
8 years.
Yeah,
So you're good for,
160,000.
yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Okay, we'll continue to talk to Mr. Chan on The Big Show TV. It's 8:42.
You're tuning in to Electric Morning.
So, Mr. Chan, you said 30 to 80%. I've driven EVs before where I've gone down to like 12% before I start to look for a charging station. What's the bare minimum you can go down to?
Oh my God, that's a tough. What a question.
2%?
You 12%. How about 12%? Yes.
Is there like a reserve
Yeah,
my goodness.
is there anything then you should start to panic?
Actually, the vehicle will give you a warning. Yeah.
Mine had warnings,
Yeah, they'll give you a warning and tell you that you need to go for charging. But it's very, I mean, deep. We call this deep charging. This deep charging is it's not good for the battery life.
Okay.
Yeah, but so far, even 2-3%, you still able to drive. But of course, it depends on your battery condition, because sometimes when the battery is at the end of its
Lifespan.
charge stage.
Charge stage.
And also is have been used for some period of time. There's some degradation which you do not know, and it will drop suddenly. It will drop very suddenly.
right,
So that's a
okay.
danger there.
Yeah, you'll start to
So
see these things
30%.
happening. Then you know something is wrong, lah. But other than that, let me just tell you, okay, because I drive an EV. 20%, I'm like
Panicking.
that's a little bit too low. I'm looking for a place to, because I
Yeah.
don't have a charging point
At
in my
home.
condo. I think for people who have charging points at their condo or in their homes, it's okay.
There's a little bit more security.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But when you're out there and you've got your regular places to go and charge your car, I, for one, sometimes I'll charge it to 80%, sometimes I'll charge it to 100% because it affects your range, you see.
Yeah, for
You know
sure,
what I
for
mean? You
sure.
charge less, you have less range.
yeah.
And for me, I'm traveling all the way to Choa Chu Kang to play golf, I use up a lot of battery.
Yeah.
In that sense, So to answer your question, for me, 30%, if I go somewhere there's a charger, I will
You
top
charge.
up.
So, but you're saying the safe range is 30 to 80. Leave it within that.
Yeah,
that's a good range.
That's a good range, and for battery life. But urban there's no issue if you charge to 100.
Right.
The only thing
Okay.
is I highlight is that maybe you can degrade slightly faster.
Okay.
But you're still warranted, for.
Do you limit your
ages,
charging to cut off at a certain?
Yes,
You
so
do?
90.
90%. Okay.
Yeah,
All right. Okay.
but sometimes I just feel like I just want to.
So is there a control? Like you
Yeah.
can set it to
You can set it.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you want to charge it to 100, you got to switch off that control and let it go up to 100.
right.
Okay, which would be the same for the BYD.
Right. It's like going to your petrol station and uncle, $20.
All full
It's
full
the same.
tank. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
right.
All full
Okay,
tank. Yeah.
interesting.
Without
Yes.
shaking the car. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Let's see what else. we
Yeah,
can
so
chat
I mean,
about.
it's when you first start out, when you own an EV, you're getting used to it, right? Because it's something new, especially when you own an EV for the very first time.
Yeah.
And then slowly you learn how to manage.
Yeah. Mr.
know.
Chan, I think I've got a lot to learn because I drive a diesel car. Right? And
Diesel, okay.
I'm the kind of guy that will pump and fuel up when the car starts screaming at me like, hello!
Oh, really?
Yeah, all the lights are on.
Oh
Even
my
when I
God.
was driving a combustion engine
yeah.
car, right? 50% I'll top up until it's
really?
full. Yeah, I cannot.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm always afraid I'll run out of fuel.
Like when I see the fuel gauge and it tells me 90 in my head, it's like, okay lah, from Pasir Ris to Tuas can go twice what? Like that's how I compute things in my head.
By kilometers.
By kilometers, yeah.
Mr. Chan, tell us a little bit more about the iTac, the seal performance, if you could, just briefly.
Yeah, the iTech is actually an intelligent adaption control technology.
Okay.
So what it does is that it allows for precision driving and control by monitoring the vehicle wheel speed and also the motor resolver sensor, and then with this it is able to predict in a 50 millisecond in advance the condition of the vehicle and allows the transfer of torque. Distribution of torque in such a way as to prevent the vehicle from skidding.
Right. Especially like in wet weather situations.
Yes, correct.
Okay,
that's
we'll ask you
handy.
this question again to close.
Yeah, that's handy. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
For sure.
All right.
got me wanting more of it.
Flow with Walk Like This right here on Kiss 92. All the great songs in one place. You're tuned into The Big Show and The Big Show TV. And our second guest for today is Chan Cher Leong, the Aftersales Director from BYD.
So, Mr. Chan, we want to talk a little bit more about the ITAC, which is Seal Performance. The ITAC, what does that stand for? Is it something to do with controls?
Yes, control of the vehicle. Yeah, ITAC stands for Intelligent Torque Adaptive Control Technology. And what it does is that it allows for precision driving and control by monitoring the wheel speed. It does this through monitoring the wheel speed and motor resolver sensor and fast recognition of by the software itself and enabling the change of the wheel speed to be predicted early, more than 50 milliseconds in advance.
Wow.
So this prediction, this predict the loss of traction and adjust the drivetrain and power preemptively, so restoring the stability of the wheel. In terms of torque control technology, reducing torque used to be the only way to control the vehicle by when it's encountering any skid. So the ITAC offer a new solution by transferring of this torque, torque vectoring, to stabilize the vehicle, distributing the torque to all the wheel that requires the control.
So wait, ITAC, does this apply only to the Seal or to all models?
Currently, only the Seal.
The Seal.
Only the Seal. Can you imagine? It tells you what to do before you even know what to do.
Yeah.
That's very handy.
Yeah.
Very handy.
Which is why the Seal is
The Seal is,
in a class of its own.
it is the Seal.
It's awesome. Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Chan, for joining us today. It's been a pleasure speaking to you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Chan.
Right.
Thanks for tuning in to Electric Mornings on The Big Show. Brought to you by BYD, Singapore's #1 selling EV brand.